Hi. It's been quite a while since my last English video. I'm a German living in Berlin, and you'd hear me talking English since like the last time. I believe it was 4 months ago when I did a video about the streamer Asmongold, like disagreeing with him because he was quite wrong on some take, but nowadays I notice he's quite wrong on more takes that I kind of lost interest in watching him. But nonetheless, besides that, welcome to my channel. Should have started. I plan to do once a week a German and an English video, so maybe there will be coming more if this somehow reaches people. I'll have to think about. But let's start with the video. I'm also a politician, but you will find out more at the end of the video. So I don't think that people really can be defined into an introvert or extrovert person. You're an introvert on one day, you're an extrovert on another day. You can get energy from people or you can not get energy from certain other people. This doesn't only depend on the people you're with, it also depends on your state of mind. You can either be very irritable and like be quite stressed and expands energy when being with people, or you can be completely at peace of mind and enjoy even the most boring conversations just because you enjoy the time with yourself anyways. And that can make you seem extroverted because you basically don't mind being at home or outside. For you it's quite the same. So what's then with all the evidence of people like defining introverts and extroverts? So basically, because you're like very different on each day, there's so many factors on deciding whether you're an introvert or an extrovert in this moment of time and day and year even, and season and menstrual cycle, whatever. You could get convinced by somebody else who basically gives you a diagnosis about one moment, or about those, rather said, the moments that he was with you. It could be by chance exactly at those times where you seem to be more extroverted or introverted, and therefore gets by this person told that you are either or that, or by convincing yourself that you're an introvert or extrovert. If you convince yourself, it's kind of like even more, you could believe it more, because usually you like see yourself more of the day than other people can see you of the day. If you're living with somebody and spending a lot of time with that person, then this person maybe could somewhat tell you what you are. But even then, tell you what you are in this moment, how this person knows you. Basically, you only find out what this person sees you as. And the thing is, why do people are so stubborn about being like, no, I'm introverted, I know it for a fact, I can prove it, whatever. If you identify yourself, either because you yourself diagnosed yourself as being one, or somebody else convinced you of being an introvert or extrovert, you accept this identity. And accepting identity is quite powerful with us humans, because we tend to like remind that we have an identity. And if I identify as, I don't know, as a trader, I might become more risk-taking. Depends on how you see the role of a trader, obviously, or any other profession in this regard. But also how you see an introvert and extrovert being becomes your definition of an introvert or extrovert. So if you yourself believe you're an introvert and you see like your own behavior, therefore as introverted behavior, you will start defining it as introverted, and by the definition then you're an introvert. But in the end, your behavior could be in the eyes of somebody else who maybe has more wisdom, more experience, maybe like education, and can better psychoanalyze you, realize, no, this is not introverted, this is completely something different, or even extroverted, whatever, like behavior or yeah. And also depends obviously on culture, how it's interpreted. In that moment, you kind of lose the value of what an introvert and extrovert means. So even if I tell you, I believe you are this, you don't really know what this means, only if you know me quite well or respect me a lot, so you kind of just trust my words on that. But this is something I wanted like to point out with people believing that there are introverts and extroverts like it's a given. No, it's not. It's like the world is so much more complicated, and humans so often love to be so confident in like having a model which is like accurate. It depicts reality to some extent. But then, because it's like the best idea we have, or the best model we have, we tend to overestimate its capabilities and say, oh, it's so super truth, it's so close to the truth. We humans are biologically not made to see the truth. We are made to survive, and it's only like a good happening of nowadays society that we're living in Sydney and so on, that survival is not really such a different thing, it's kind of hard to say. Obviously, if you don't have the money and suffer from wealth inequality and whatnot. On that point, Gary Stevenson is a guy I really like. I will have his book all the time here. I might as well just announce him because I started my YouTube channel also because he, at the time, I saw him, I read this book, and this book made me want to start a YouTube channel combined with other factors. So obviously not the only reason, or my content would be all about wealth inequality, but I'm fighting for wealth inequality politically because I'm a politician here in Berlin. I run for government, for parliament next year, and the election about this will happen in 9 days. Then I will at least be a politician officially because my face will be on the posters. But next month, on the 15th November, the parties elect their representatives on a list. That's how our democracy works, and I will be on that list if they elect me. But I think so, actually, because I've prepared a really well speech. I will try to put it on YouTube, even it will be in German, so I don't know if you will understand it, but I'm quite hyped for my speech. I can't tell you enough how much I'm hyped for it. I don't want to spoil it. I also have to watch out because my first speech, I will hold 2 important speeches, but my first speech in 8 days I don't want to drop my key sentence that is also a big eye catcher or attention grabber, and if it arrives wrongly, my party would kick me out because it's kind of offensive if you take it on the wrong way. But it invites for deeper thought, and that's why. Let's see. But I think that it's high risk, high reward, basically. And even, if it doesn't work out, I have a lot of alternative plans, so much on that. But if in any case maybe it's true, I have some friends that don't speak German, so if you may have wondered why I'm putting something about being a politician in my thumbnails, that's the reason. Alright, it's another nice short video. I will post it out, I think today or tomorrow. Maybe I should start planning them ahead. You will see it if it's Monday or Thursday. Then thanks for listening in. I might do more videos because I feel quite confident talking more in English. Period. Adios. Greetings from Berlin.